Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm in lockdown and learning Spanish. More videos on that later, but today I have my Lapai amp, which I've had these forever. I have a couple of these. It is really acting up. When you turn the knob for the volume, it's scratchy, it's in and out. So I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to clean the pot. I'm pretty sure I've done a video like this before, but I have the opportunity to do it again, so I'm going to do it now. This one I have no idea how it comes apart, as we can see here. Let's go ahead and just pop these screws off the front, see if it can pull it out a little bit and expose the potentiometer, the pot so to speak, which is this knob right here, so we can clean it. This has been a fun little amp. I've had this hooked to my computer now for such a long time, where I can use my DIY speakers that I made years and years ago. Alright, let's see what happens here. We are stuck pretty good. Let's go ahead and take the screws off the back, and we'll see if we can ever get this thing back together. Kind of reminds me of when I was young, taking stuff apart and never being able to get them back together. So what we're going to do next is pop off these volume control knobs and then remove these pieces right here. These nuts that hold the potentiometers in place, which may not be good. Oh, look, I can get those off with my finger. May not be good because we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's get a pair of pliers. This one has this cool little LED in here to give that volume knob a blue color. So hopefully we can get this off and maybe pop this off without breaking it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, that does not want to come. Look at that. Oh, hey. All right. It did pop off. There's the LED. I'll get that back in focus for you. But what I think we can do now, right, there's the LED. This is kind of the fun of all this, is figuring out how to get these apart. You say fun. You have a fun idea of fun. Let's go ahead and pull these screws off, and maybe I can get this back plate off. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about that that one input there. This input, I don't know, it looks like maybe it'll just push. Yeah, that'll probably push back. I may have to get me a bigger screwdriver. Okay, so now we should be able to pull the whole thing off. I can go ahead, put all this back on. And now we will have access to our pot. Let me get a little more light on this. Now we have a little more light on it. Let's get this light down here a little better so you can see inside. Not a lot to this, right? Here's the big old transistor. We got a little rust around the heat sink. Cap, that looks okay. I'm gonna think it's just a dirty pot, so what we could probably do, well, I tell you what, let's do this. Let me flip this back up to where you guys can see, and let's go ahead, put our washers back on here, get everything back in place, because I can just put the screws on the back. Oops, got double one on that one. And this, just like this. This one was side to side like this. Okay, and then we drop nuts back on. And let's go ahead and get this back together for the most part, so we don't lose any parts. And you saw this was all hand tightened anyway. Didn't have a need to be super tight. And again, like, this was a cheap amp when I bought it years ago. Like I said, I bought a couple of them for different uses. One, I ran an entire outside system on one. It's pretty amazing. Nice little utility type amps. Okay, we got that one started. We'll come back to that. I just don't want that falling off. There's no access to the pot in the front, so what we're going to do is we're going to prop it up this way. I'm going to let that focus for a second. And then we're going to squirt our cleaner inside here, and we're going to move the pot back and forth like this. That's the goal. That's how we're going to clean this today. And here is my cleaner. I've got this gunk contact cleaner. I got this at Walmart, I think, or you can get Deoxit or something like that online. But we're just going to spray it in here, and then we're going to move. Oh, did I miss the spray? Let me show that again. And we're just going to spray it in here, right in this opening, and then we're going to exercise it, move it back and forth, basically like we're turning the volume up and down. And we're going to do this a few times. And that'll kind of clean that connection. Sorry, I keep going off. Oh, wow. That really loosened up. Wow, that was really stuck. All right, we're going to leave that like that for a bit. We're going to tighten this down. I'll probably edit all this out. But as you can see, guys, just getting access to the pot itself, to the inside, to where, because what it is like a contact. It kind of goes on this little springy thing, but it just kind of rubs against it to change the resistance to give you more or less volume. And those oftentimes just get a little gunked up. I mean, this is probably 20, 25 years old now. I can't remember how long ago it was when I bought this. But and if you look kind of here, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see, but see that turning in there? That's turning against that spring piece. I wish I had one open I could show you, but I don't, so you just have to take my word for it. And while we're in here, we're just going to kind of get a little spray on this section here. Don't want to get too much on there because that could be heat sink compound in between here. So we're just going to get a little bit on there. But everything else, I think, looks okay. We got our power cord. I could have popped that one off, it looks like, but it would have to come out this way. Yeah, never mind, couldn't have done that. But here you can see how simple this amp is. Everything looks pretty good from this side. Let's check this side. We're going to go ahead and just let this dry out for a little bit, get this back together, and test it out. Okay guys, here is the test. I've got some YouTube approved music we'll play. I have no idea what it is, but we'll play it. Oh, I can hear it coming through my headphones, so let's see if we got a Scratchy. I think we fixed it. I think we fixed it. And here's the DIY speakers I was talking about. They're pretty cheap, Mylar tweeters. These are Bravox buyouts I bought years ago. Awesome little mid-bass, really good sounding speakers. Anyway, guys, we fixed it. I will say that these are much tighter, and I think this one was originally meant to be tighter, but when I cleaned it, it became much more looser. I don't know, it's getting its feel back. So maybe I messed up the resistance in it a little bit by cleaning it. Not sure if that was meant to be cleaned. Maybe a sealed pot. I'm sure one of you guys will leave a comment and let me know, but it is fixed, no static, no funky one channel thing going on. We're good, guys. Mark this one up. Anyway, guys, that's an example. That's probably a more complex pot cleaning. Like if you have a stereo amp, a large stereo amp, those are a little bit easier to get to. You just kind of take the back metal casing off, and you can get your gunk bottle in there with a little straw, and it's much easier. This one was a little bit more in-depth on taking apart, but same concept, right? And once you clean these, it usually gets rid of all the static as you move the knob. And if you're nerdy about your sound like me, that's pretty important. So anyway, guys, just a quick one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.